Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Finally, I had the time to make a video. Finally bought a decent camera, which I can shoot videos with. So in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about myself, who I am, and what this whole channel is all about. So let's jump right into it. My name is Yusuf, as some of you might know. I'm 27 years old and still study mechanical engineering, trying to finish as soon as possible. Yeah, sure. I'm currently working on a thesis about explainable machine learning, where I try to investigate intrusion detection systems, so investigate neural networks and why they predict an attack on a system, and why these neural networks predict what they predict, and not just see this whole neural network thing as a black box, but rather go into the black box and try to explain it a little bit better and understand it. Other than that, I work for an IT company called SimScale since November 2016. Shout out to my team, by the way, you're super awesome. It's a great team, so I'm super happy with SimScale. Awesome guys. And other two jobs include, one is I'm a tutor in experimental fluid mechanics, where I do 2 experiments for my students. One is Mach-Zehnder interferometry. Some of you might know it from high school physics. And the other experiment is Schlieren, or Schlieren in English. It's basically a German word, so Schlieren method, where I try to teach students about the method, do some little presentations, show them the experiment, let them test themselves, and really interact with the students. I really love that. Talking about interaction with students, I have another job, so my third one, which is also at KIT, so a tutor job where I introduce SimScale, pitched SimScale, and help students now perform thermomechanical simulations for their components. Yeah, super great. I love working with the students. They're so enthusiastic, and I try to push them a little bit and give them motivation, because I know bachelor's is quite tough and sometimes a bit boring for some people. So I'm trying to motivate them, push them a little bit. Other than that, yeah, hobbies. Do I have hobbies? Yeah, I have hobbies, of course, if I have the time. I like reading, so I can show you what I read this moment. It's about David Goggins, a Navy SEAL. Some of you might know him. And yeah, very tough guy. He had a hard childhood and was very rough in growing up. And in this book he explains how he went through it. Also gives some exercises, how you can toughen yourself. Super great book. I'm currently reading, trying to finish it. And other hobbies is lifting, so yeah, I'm switching between power building and just lifting from time to time. It depends on the stress, because when I lift too heavy sometimes my sleep is not very well. Yeah, so I try to listen to my body as much as I can, because I have so much work to do, not to go into this burnout mode or being often too sick, which would just be counterproductive. And yeah, just doesn't make sense. Anyway, what is this channel all about? My channel is called The Engineer with 2 eyes. Keep this in mind, it's not just The Engineer, it's just Engineer with 2 eyes. And it's about engineering. I mean, that's why I choose the name. I'm studying mechanical engineering, so the main topics will be mechanical engineering, but also other topics. I'm interested in AI, artificial intelligence. I'm interested in psychology, how you can improve yourself. I'm very much interested in neuroscience, so I would love to study neuroscience. Maybe I'll do that. Let's see. Some random topics. I mean, we do not have to do engineering videos or cover every video with engineering topics. We can also do videos about how to increase your productivity, some psychological tips, how you can influence people, for instance, how you can read people, stuff like this. So very interesting. So let me know in the comments if you want to see stuff like this happening in the future. So my idea was to start with a Python series. Why Python? Because after the Python series I want to do a series on computational fluid dynamics, which is some kind of simulation type that you can use to simulate fluid flow inside your computer. So for that, maybe we do some Python exercises. That's where we use Python, or we just start with that one. But also go to the finite element analysis part, and that's what I specialized in my bachelor's. That you guys can learn about how to do a simple FE model in Python or maybe MATLAB. Depends on what you really like. And speaking about MATLAB, I also thought about like doing a mega course on my channel, which covers all topics of MATLAB, how you can debug, how you can set it up, like all the environment, the GUI, and the graphical interface and stuff like this. So I have so many ideas. I have like a big to-do list for my channel, and I finally want to get this rolling, and with the help of you guys I want to increase my subscribers and also share my knowledge with the world, but also learn from you guys. I mean, that's just not about me, it's also about you guys, every single one of you who helps me and also teaches me some stuff. Maybe I say some mistakes in my videos. I mean, I'm a human being and I make mistakes. I would love to learn from you as well. So this is a giving and a taking process in some sense. Yeah, that's the plan for the channel. If you have any other questions or want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter or Instagram and Facebook. I mean, I don't use Facebook. I think it's dead, at least for me. I'm mainly active on Instagram, Twitter, the SimSkill forum, of course, but only if you're registered there. And I mean, that's it. Do I have another social media channel? Yeah, I mean, you can of course visit my Patreon page. That would be awesome. Patreon, can support me there. I have some cool stages that you can reach depending on how much money you would like to spend. But of course, in the early stage, I do not want to overpromise and then underdeliver, but rather do it vice versa. But if you still want to support me in the beginning, you can go to my Patreon page here, or you can find all the links in the description below. And I would love to have you guys as my patrons. Would be awesome, and that also shows me that you really want to see more, and yeah, really love to interact with you guys. We can also do some Q&A sessions, which I had in mind, or live sessions. I also thought about like doing Twitch streams from time to time, like gaming, like I'm into Dota 2, or some shooters like Counter-Strike Source, stuff like this. If you want to see me doing that and just watch me gaming, I think I rarely have time, but if you want to see me doing that, I could also do this. Really depends on how many will watch it. So yeah, a lot of ideas, really excited to get this rolling finally, after so many years. Yeah, I would love if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe the channel, of course. Make sure to hit the bell to get notifications if I upload new videos, and I would say see you in the next one. Peace!